and welcome to our first live podcast from Jakarta. I am here on location in Jakarta with Coop and Deanna, and we just watched men's podium training, and we watched the first three subdivisions of women's, including the Netherlands, Japan, Veerman Heron, Nemour, Canada, Germany. It is October 17th here in Jakarta, and welcome to the number one gymnastics podcast in the galaxy. I'm Jessica here in Jakarta, and I'm here with Spencer from the Balance Beam Situation, who is analyzing things from the States right now. Thank you for getting up at, is it 8 a.m. there for you?
Yes, it's lovely. I'm in my prime.
Excellent. You are.
This is my time. If we recorded now, if we did the show now every time, it would be great. I'd be good at podcasting or something.
World Championships headquarters are live at gymnastics.com. Photos, videos, podcasts, fantasy. The fantasy game is live, you guys, so you can go to the headquarters, check it out.
And
Please watch
hard.
all the videos on our YouTube channel, because that might be the only way we ever make our money back from this trip. But speaking of which, our world's coverage in Jakarta is brought to you by Gymnastics Medicine. Learn more about them at their website, gymnasticsmedicine.org. And I'm going to tell you about a gymnastics medicine incident that happened today that I was very impressed with for a change.
Whoa.
This show is also brought to you by Club Gym Nerd. And can you tell the people how the special coverage works, Spencer?
Yes. So we're going to do a bunch of shows from Jakarta, meaning Jessica's in Jakarta. The headlines are going to be for everyone. So we'll start. Big news, what's been going on, headlines, and then each episode will continue with some more discussion, some in-depth stuff, some gym nerd deep dive stuff, and a live Q&A. And that's just for our club members. That's bonus content because they are the ones who sent Jessica to do this and paid for the trip. So, you get something in return, which is bonus content. And like, what did you think about this switch ring or whatever? Probably there's a questionable.
Oh, I have such a good behind the scenes story for you guys. So if you're listening to this after the live, if you're a club member, switch to your members only feed right now so you get the extended version. And then the link for how to do that, if you don't have it already set up, is in the show notes. Let's begin with the headlines.
Okay.
There was a picture of Sky Blakely by USA Gymnastics doing a floor routine, and the interwebs went wild. Sky, I talked to her coach. She's not planning to do a floor here, but she has an NCAA season coming up. So she is, doing her thing. But you know what is smart? Sky Blakely, because everybody was talking about her for a day. And that's why you should do floor.
You should always be talking about Sky Blakely.
I mean, obviously, but extra.
Extra talking.
We have a way for you guys to watch qualifications for the first time ever that we know of in the history of the FIG. You can watch qualifications, all of it, men's and women's, thanks to Eurovision Sport. That's Eurovision Sport. You can watch it. It is embedded on the FIG website, so you can go there and watch it. It is free in the United States. It is not geo-blocked.
Is it geo-blocked? Is it not geo-blocked everywhere? Do we know? Or there's some countries where
I have a whole list. I can put it in the show notes of where. Okay. I just didn't want to read it off, but I do have.
Jessica reads a list of 200 countries of the world.
Right.
The podcast.
I feel the need to just take my hair out of this thing now because I look crazy.
Do what makes you feel gorgeous. Do what makes you feel comfortable.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's too hot to have hair here. Yeah. So, but now I just need to take it out because I'm just like, look, you guys, I
think you're ready. I think you're demonstrating the work. You look like you've, been at podium training for a whole day.
Oh my God, you guys, it's so hot here. It's like, too hot to function. Oh my God, I feel so much better now. Thank you so much for bearing with me at that moment. Okay, so you can
qualification, Eurovision Sport. Yes.
Yeah. After that, for finals, you can watch it legally with a VPN in Europe, of course, but Peacock or NBC is also showing finals or the medal rounds. So you can check your local listings for that. We do have a raffle winner. I know I'm leaving you guys in suspense because we have so much to talk about, but we have to pick the raffle winner first.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Ready.
So this is a raffle for a full commission that people entered, bought tickets to help fund the trip, and we were going to pick the winner on our first episode from Jakarta. So are you ready to pick the winner?
All right. Okay, 78.
What is 78?
We're doing this live just so we let everybody can get online. We're just waiting. This is like,
okay.
Don't worry, you guys. We have wait till I tell you what happened with Nemour It's good. It's positive.
Oh, a good one.
So the winner is for the T-shirt winner for the raffle, because there are prize. If you didn't win the
Okay,
whole
so
thing,
this is
the
not
T-shirt.
the grand prize.
Right.
The initial, the lower prize, the T-shirt.
Yes. Is the thank you for playing and thank you so much for helping us fundraise for this. Jeremy Seha, you have won. Or
A t-shirt.
Seja. Or Seya. Yes, you have won a T-shirt. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch. The next winner is
For
200.
a copy of The Balance. This is the next prize. We're gearing up to the full commission, but this is the next prize: a copy of The Balance by yours coaching Simone Biles. The winner is Jacqueline Webb. Has just been drawn as the winner for that one. Which, by the way, that book is now on sale at a huge discount on Amazon, and certain authors would like us to plug that at certain points. If you are interested in also not winning, if you're not Jacqueline but want to buy it, you can.
Spencer, pick a number between 1 and 250.
171.
171. This is for the big one, the full commission episode.
You're welcome, number 171.
This one is here we go. The winner is of a full commission episode is
Kristen Belden.
Congratulations.
You won the full commission.
Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you for supporting us. And now a surprise, because we had so many of you bought raffle tickets and so many of you helped us get here to Jakarta to cover this in person, which is so important because I'm going to tell you a behind the scenes story just for you guys, the Club Gym Nerd members, that no one else is going to know about. We're giving away another commission from the raffle ticket winner. So pick another number, Spencer.
84.
84. Oh, Coop can hear you. I don't have to yell at him.
Oh, is that how this works? Is he like producing the show in the background and listens to it? Rosemarie Fernandez. You are the second winner of a full commissioned episode.
Thank you so much for your support. We'll be in touch soon, and we can't wait to see what you pick for your commissions. We're very excited. So what just happened, Spencer?
Yes, you were there in person to watch just what just happened was the first day of women's podium training. So this is subdivisions 1, 2, and 3. 4 through 10 are tomorrow, but we've seen just a taste, an appetizer of women's podium training. This followed men's podium training, which was yesterday and earlier today. So men's podium training is done. Women's podium training has started. A lot more of that tomorrow. So, Jessica, you were there. What do we need to know so far?
You need to know so far that this has been so far a very healthy world at this point.
Well, now you said that now. We've only had 2 days of podium training.
I'm knocking on wood very hard, but only like 2 wheelchairs so far, so that's good. So that's a positive. But I think I've asked all the athletes, what do you think of the mats? What do you think of the equipment? Yeah, it's not going so great with that. The vault and floor are hard as hell, is what we've heard from everyone. One coach told me dangerously hard. And that's also true for the vault specifically. I will tell you, I mean, men's podium training is, there's a lot of just rolling around on things and not doing a lot for some teams. But I've never seen so many people just vault to their backs. Just not on purpose, just splat.
So you're saying the vault apparatus, not like the matting at vault.
Like no, the actual vault itself. Like the matting is also very hard, and the floor is also very hard, but the vault itself doesn't have bounce in it. And like Donnell Wittenberg loves it. He's like, I want to be the spokesperson for this. He told me at the grocery store today. He's like, this is the best. Like, because how he always had trouble with the gym Nova vault. But he loves this one. But then I was talking to Cameron Nelson, and he was just like, no, I hate this. It has no give. And he like waited till the very end to vault because he was like, yeah. And there was, yeah. But here's the thing. Most of the women figured it out with the vault and didn't have problems. I would say 80% of the men vaulted to the back, except Carlos Yulo and Arthur Dovtyan, who both stuck vaults.
Well, and that tells you.
Yeah.
The true winner is technique.
Yeah. And I want to play a little bit from our interview with Carlos, who's just the best. which is actually a video of him. I just want to like play some of him while we talk about this because he was able to adjust to the floor really well. But we heard from a lot of the women and the men is that the rebounding on the floor, so when you're connecting skills together, that has been particularly hard. You can't tell that from Carlos Yulo because he's Carlos Yulo and he is an Olympic and world champion on floor. But he so many people had a hard time with this, and we saw a lot of teams just repeating their connected passes. So if you're doing like a double like Kaya from Missouri, Finland did today, that was so beautiful. She didn't have a problem
The
with
nation
that.
of Missouri, Finland, yes.
Yes, we're very proud of it. The Nord Tigers is what we call it. She was like, I'm working real hard on that. It looks so good, but it's the rebounding passes, like 2 or 3 together, that are really hard. So the other thing I asked people about, do you see how white the floor is?
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the athletes, it's really interesting. Some of the athletes, like the Dutch, were like, "Oh, the mats aren't white. They're like they're so white that they have a purple tinge to them." The other athletes were like, "We've competed on
That's the
white
most
floors."
Dutch gymnastics thing ever. Like,
Of
actually, the true color
specific,
is specifically a purple tinge with, yeah.
right? Please be accurate in your description. A lot of athletes said, Ellie Black, for instance, I was talking to her and she said, I can't see the difference between the bar covered with chalk and the mat. And then I talked to a lot of the men about this, and some people said they had adjusted, like the first day was really hard, but a lot of the men said they had a problem, and so much so that in the training hall they actually added a red line under the apparatus because so many people are having trouble with this. But here's what Brody Malone said about it. High bar world champion.
Thank goodness I don't have to worry about the floor.
What do you think of the white mats?
I've been on white mats before, and I'm not a big fan, to be honest. It's really hard to spot the ground. I mean, when I was doing my high bar dismounts, I'm breaking out looking for the ground. I'm like, wow, where is it? And then it's like, oh, there. So, it's fine, though. I'll get used to it. I'm starting to get more used to it. It's just a lot different than spotting for something that I can actually see.
And then this is what, so when we talked in our preview about Misha Kudinoff, who went to Ohio State and also is from New Zealand and also has that amazing full twisting front flip over the bar skill named after him from Montreal. So I got to talk to him, and I swear to his whole, he's like 30 something now, and his whole routine is just like Pagans and what's the other front one? Gaylords.
The Kudinoff?
Oh, yeah, the Kudinoff and the like, it's front flipping skills over the bars, his whole routine, which is just insane. That I interviewed him and Brody about it, and I was like, Brody, would you ever try these skills? He was like, no, I'm not doing that. And Brody's high bar world champion. So here's what he had to say about the arena, because I was wondering about this too, because the ceiling is black, the mats are white. Here's what Misha said.
It can be a challenge. You're kind of coming down out of your high bar dismount and you're a bit blinded for a moment. There's some depth perception stuff. And plus here, the ceiling is pitch black. So right after I come over the bar today for the Gaylord taps, I'm seeing white. And then all of a sudden, I'm extremely conscious of just blackness. Usually, it's all muscle memory. I'm not really seeing anything. And all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, there's the ceiling. And I keep going. It's quite a trip.
His routine is so fun. I hope they show it, and I'll try just to at least get it so you can see it, because it's so cool. It's just like daring and crazy. He's winning the crazy floor award. Yeah.
Okay, so the question is the normal convention, so if you're new to this, what we always talk about is like, okay, the men go into podium training, and you alluded to this before. It's like play around, feel the equipment, like they might as well just bring squirt guns, like they're rolling around and jumping around, and that's basically it. And then the women treat podium training like a full Olympics, like times 10, and have to do 400 Olympic routines. Is that still, like, we're still there?
I would say the US men treated this like a competition. They came in and acted like, the one thing that people always said about Marta Karolyi is that she prepared them. They drilled what to do, when to do it, where to be, how to be ready to compete. And that's what they looked like. I was so impressed with how they did their training. and most of the other teams were not like that. And yeah, it is still a little bit like that. I mean, Japan was a little bit like had it more together.
Which
AIN
is not
Russia,
necessarily a bad thing. The men's approach, I say. I think,
right? Maybe it
protect
helps some
yourself,
people.
get used to it. It's not a competition. It's a what do you personally need to do to prepare yourself? So I'm not saying it like, the women do it right and the men do it poorly. Maybe let's all just relax a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. But it definitely, it was very different. Between the two of them, there's still a very stark difference. There were very
Yeah.
few teams that were just, on the women's side that were just like, let's, hang out. Yeah.
Okay, so other mix zone highlights or other things you want to talk about? Other things the athletes have been saying that you've been getting so far?
Well, my favorite thing is when we asked Carlos Yulo if he had a gymnastics ick. He said, well, just seeing the pommel horse.
Oh, that's the win so far.
I loved it so much. My other highlight was talking to the German team. And one of our questions was, we're just doing like a fun montage of, different questions for people. And I asked them, okay, so who on your team is the most likely to be late? And then they started talking about how they're all very responsible and they do not show up late and they're all like, yes. And me and Deanna at the same time said, because you're Germans, of course you said that.
Yeah. Can you imagine showing up late?
Right. God, that's not even, they don't understand that.
That's not an option.
The other thing we asked them was that I just love the cultural differences between these answers are my favorite thing. So we also asked the German women, who would you call an emergency from your team? And they were like, well, I would call my mother. I would call, and we were like, no, from your team. And they were like, well, I mean, we're not really equipped for that. I mean, if someone was very close by, maybe, but we would absolutely, call. They were like, they're not qualified. Why would I call them an emergency? You have to be licensed. You need schooling. There's practical preparation. But
I understand.
But this one, you're so glad you weren't here for this one, Spencer.
Okay, good.
I asked the British
no.
men
in a group I have to hide?
Courtney Tulloch, and he just had a baby, and he's been on the, off and on the team for a long time. He's been around for a long time. He's in his 30s. And so I was asking, like, hey, who on the team has the most Riz? Like, who Riz is like, flirting, or who gets most, that kind of thing. And they all just kind of were like, oh, it's totally Courtney. And Courtney was like, absolutely not. I just had a baby. That life is over. Do not, like, he was like, no, I am locked down. I am booed up. I am not, like, don't say that. I am in love. Stop. You can watch it. Like,
so you enjoyed Courtney Tulloch's the husband points that he got for that answer? He got many husband points.
So sweet. Oh my God. Seeing someone that just became a parent who's just like so like he's so happy, and he's obsessed with his baby, and it's very nice to see.
Okay,
but all of that is on our YouTube channel, and please watch everything, and please subscribe.
Like, click on all of them.
All of them, please, seriously, because it really
even
helps
if you
us.
don't watch them, just have them run.
Right.
Just run the playlist. Okay, before we say goodbye to the non-club members, Kaylia Nemour was in Subdivision 3 in this session. So how did Kaylia look? What was going on?
She looked great. She looked great. I want to start by talking about her bars, because that is where she is an Olympic and world champion, obviously.
Just to pick an event at random where you might want to watch Kaylia Nemour bars, yeah.
Yeah, she's good at it. What's interesting is, like, watching her warm up for so many years on bars. What's different now between how she does her warm-ups and when she used to do her warm-ups and podium training with her old coaches versus now, she used to just do routine after routine after routine after routine, and she looked miserable, and she looked like, and also that's a game face, and she's in competitive mode or whatever, but she just it just didn't, I always was worried about her. Now watching the change, she does a warm-up of just laying out her Tkachev releases, her toe on releases, her backward releases, and landing on the mat flat. So she's not falling over and over and over. She is warming up the technique, but not catching the bar. Then she does 2 different halves of the routine, and then her very last routine. So she only does one full routine now instead of 7, which is what she did in Antwerp. 7 full routines in podium training. She does the last one all together, and it's perfect. Like she's actually warming up and finding the rhythm of the equipment, and it's really just nice to see that she is still like such a kinetic genius that she can do what she needs to do without overusing her body and still be healthy and hit when she needs to. And that's not easy. Like I could never have done that. I had to do 7 million routines. So yeah, it's just really nice to see that. You know, her new coach is her choreographer. And what I love is her new beam routine.
Okay.
Her beam routine, if you guys have watched it, it's the new choreo is so weird and
you know how I like a weird beam choreo.
Oh my God. It's like modern. It has a lot of stop with your, foot extended in flexion. And it's so great. And she also has like 2 different connections now. Like if she doesn't make her layout on round off layout on, then she does 3 layouts in a row later. Or back handspring layout later in her routine.
Yeah, back handspring layout. Yeah.
Right. So, because 3 layouts, then she wouldn't get credit for the 3rd one. It would be a useless layout, and oh my God. But yeah, that was I really like her new choreography, and I really like her coach. She's a choreographer, and she's like, she's like exactly what you think a choreographer is. She's like a lip ring, and she has like very fashionable bangs, like she's sort of like rockabilly style, and like just full of energy, and just I feel like she's a good match for Kaylia's like intensity in gymnastics, but Kaylia's like super fun and normal. Like when you talk to her about not gymnastics, like she's always immediately cool and normal. On vault.
Oh yeah, that was my question, because is she bringing back the Yurchenko double full? Because she's been doing the full this year.
Yeah, she did do the Yurchenko double full. The first one was to her butt, but that is par for the course because this vault is like an iceberg not on water. That's how hard it is. But then she figured it out and got it to her feet, and it was really good. So yeah, I am very excited for her, and I'm really excited to see Perotti tomorrow from Italy and see how they're comparing. Also, Schoenmeyer was here and she looked really great on everything. So oh, and Mana, her beam. Japan.
Very excited.
She fell twice, but I don't care because
just getting some count falls.
Yeah. Did you know that her beam routine is so Emily Flip Fly Tumble is here, and the best thing you can ever do at his meet is sit next to a brevet judge, because you think you know the rules and whatever, and then she's like, oh yeah, her routine is so good, you guys love it so much because this is the one they give as the example of the only routine that's not the only, but it's the example of a routine that has no artistry deductions, Spencer. None. Mana Nakamura, Japan.
Nakamura?
Nakamura.
There are 2 different. There's Nakamura Haruka is on the team, and Okamura Mana is on the team.
Mana. So pay attention, because it's exact when I'm always like, there should be married. The dancing and the acrobatics and the dance should all be seamlessly together. She does it, and she has expression. She's a genius. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to know about before?
I don't know. I want you to tease us on what we'll be getting behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. So I have to tell you, Nemour did something in the mix zone and stood up for herself, and it was such a positive thing. And I want to tell you the story of what happened. Nemour basically stopped an interview, so I'm going to tell you about it. Also, I have to tell you about the hotels here, and just what it's like here. Also, the thing they started playing in the arena during the women's training, and we were like, what is going on? And also all the Singapore gymnastics rules. So I have a lot to tell you guys about.
Okay.
And then we're going to go in depth on every event and all of the gymnasts that we watched today. And I'm going to tell you also the coolest skills that I saw. So that's coming up next. But this is where our conversation ends. And for this is where our conversation continues for Club Gym Nerd members. It doesn't end. It continues for Club Gym Nerd members.
We're going to do this for like 4 hours.
Here for the trip. And if you aren't a member yet, you can listen to the extended version. You get like another 30-45 minutes of this episode at the Gymnastic at the Join the Club tab. And if you aren't a member, we will see you back here tomorrow before Podium Training, after Podium Training, not before. Jesus, I need some sleep. But tomorrow we're going to talk about China, the US, Russia, which is AIN2, by the way. If you're wondering when Russia competes, it's AIN2. Belarus is AIN1. GB, Italy tomorrow, and also the press conference. And I have many questions for the FIG. I'm sure you can guess. So we will see you tomorrow, and thank you so much for joining us.